Welcome back, everyone. Governor Cuomo, he is garnering some rare criticism here for his shifting opinions when it comes to the issue of hydrofracking, something we've talked quite a bit on this program about, and Kim Langel has been at the center of it. And one day it's one, now it's the other.
Now it's the other. Well, only a few months ago, New York governor was getting ready to approve hydrofracking in several New York counties, but now a change of course. His administration is starting the regulatory process over again, a move that won him cheers from the environmental crowd and groans from industry execs. Now, after almost 4 years of review by the state regulators, they're going to conduct another study, and this one to look at the potential impact on public health. And don't forget, state environmental officials announced Friday that they were going to start the regulatory rulemaking process over again. That move will probably push any decision on hydrofracking until next year, and that process now will have to include a public hearing. Rich.
I know it's impossible to generalize the whole thing, but you've been up to Dimmock in Pennsylvania, you've been upstate New York. In the towns where they do this, if they went to a ballot issue, is it almost the majority, the vast majority want to do it? You know,
I've said this before, it's always hard to tell because the residents who have gone into a contract with the hydrofracking companies, a lot of them are on gag orders, so they really can't speak about which way they feel about it. And the neighbors are stuck with having the environmental impacts, and they're the ones who may not be making money from it. So it's very hard to tell because some people can't talk and others can. As to why the governor seems to be flip-flopping, it's really hard to tell. I mean, we know that the protesters have been relentless, and the DEC has gotten 80,000 comments.
Let's cut Andrew Cuomo a little slack. Can you believe I actually said that?
Wait, Elizabeth, I'm coming here.
The fact of the matter is, there are really big questions to be answered here.
Sure.
The process was okay, not great.
But my question, Richard, was only this. By now, wouldn't have those questions have been answered?
They
it seems like a classic punt to do another study.
They weren't. This is a different kind of study. This is public health. Look, if you want a political explanation, Andrew's become a pro-gractionary. Progressive on some issues, a reactionary on economic issues. He's worried about those politics. But look, let's for a minute just give the guy cut him enough slack to say, maybe there are still some unanswered questions, and maybe a little more time doesn't.
Let's keep this conversation going after the break. You get first word on that one, Ed, right after this. Stay with us.